for the pledge?
I pledge allegiance to the
flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And we could just stay standing for a moment and remember all our folks in the armed services and all our emergency services and all that they do for our local communities and our national communities. Thank you. So welcome everybody to the Village of Highland Falls regular meeting, October 6th. And tonight we have a special presentation that we're going to start with first, because this individual, while he's not wearing his cape, is a cadet at West Point, and so he's got to get back in time before they shut the gates down and he can't get back in. So if the community's friend, Mr. Pickett, can join me up front here. Really quick, the date of the incident
Yes, sir.
was, do you remember now?
It was
Or have you already done too many?
August something.
So it was in August,
Yes, sir.
and Larry, you go by Larry, right?
Yes, sir.
And your father?
He's Larry as well.
He's Larry as well,
Yes, sir.
senior.
Senior.
Okay, good, you're junior, remember that. So, junior and senior were riding on 9W
Yes, sir.
and came across a car that had either hit a telephone pole or had an accident and was on fire
Yes,
or
sir.
smoking.
Yes, sir.
And because you, like I said, you are in the Army and you're a cadet by day, but at night you leap from tall buildings with a single bound. So we love when local folks do great things, but we like it even better when, and you are a local folk because you are at West Point, but we like even better when folks who don't live here go out of their way to help others. And that night, you did amazing stuff.
Thank you.
We thank you very, very much. We know it happened in the town of Fort Montgomery, but I was speaking to the board and they thought to have you here to recognize you and thank you very much. And on top of that, we have the Orange County Sheriff here tonight. He also heard about your wonderful deed and also wanted to come here and meet you, shake your hand, and also recognize you as well.
Thank you.
I don't know if you have anything you want to say other than probably what I said.
Free safety?
Yes, sir.
Great job.
Thank you.
We're paying attention in the county. We saw it. There were wires down on the ground, underneath the car, around the car. He and his father ran in and saved the person. The car was fully engulfed after they got the person out. So, I mean, in a world of cell phone cameras and videos, he's a doer. He's not a guy that sat there just videotaping for the glory. And it's selfless actions like that that we highly commend. And I want to thank you for everything you've done.
Thank you. I'm very appreciative.
Thank you for your I think we can get you in.
And so, on behalf of myself as mayor, and they tell you, I never wear a tie, so this is a
Okay.
special event for you.
Awesome.
But in recognition of your bravery in the face of imminent danger, which amplifies the highest ideals of leadership, valor, and community service, we proudly congratulate you and extend our sincere thanks for your courageous actions and meaningful contributions to the safety and well-being of others. So thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
She'll send it to me. Our editor-in-chief here will take a quick picture.
Or do you want to stand up behind
Yeah,
them?
stand, make sure you guys are all. You got him?
Yep. Perfect. Jen, go half a step this way. And Peter, half a step this way.
They didn't steal my seat.
You got it, thank you.
Thanks again. Thank you, man.
Thank you, Larry. Good luck with everything.
Larry, what process is it?
Take care, Sheriff.
Take care, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Good night, Sheriff.
Take it down the steps?
So thank you all for your patience. So again, welcome to guests we had that just left, and welcome to any folks elected or otherwise. And we again thank Cadet Larry Pickett Jr. for his bravery. We also have a public hearing tonight that has been ongoing in regards to the potential of the village removing fluoride from the village drinking water. And just so the public knows, after we finish tonight, I think we do have somebody from the Orange County Board of Health, which we appreciate them coming. I'm going to ask that we close the public hearing tonight, and after speaking with the board individually, at this time, we're going to take no action. But, so that means it'll stay the way it is right now. And then if it picks up another down the road again, we'll go through the same process. We'll have another public hearing, go through the same process again. So if there's anybody from the community that has anything to talk about fluoride that hasn't spoke before, if not, Steve?
So, my name's Steve Gang, and I
If you
work
could
with
just
the-
come up, we'll put you by the mic there. You guys can share that mic with him.
Thanks.
It'll pick you up.
So, like I said, my name's Steve Gang, and I work with the Orange County Department of Health. I'm the principal engineer with the Division of Environmental Health, and so I want to just, I'm glad to hear that this is being tabled for now. I mean, I have a whole binder of spiels about the benefits of fluoride in drinking water, and I don't think we need to go through all that, but there are benefits to it. There's cost savings there, medical cost savings there, and so there is a process to this too. And I know some of the previous meetings you said you're going to take it slow and you're going to do the evaluation. So there is a process here. It has to be reviewed and approved by our office. Any changes to water treatment, or additions or subtractions have to be reviewed and approved by our office. So to the board's point, it's not a quick process, and so we're involved in that. And so anyways, I've got a stack of magnets with our name, with our number on it. I'm gonna, if it's all right, leave it at the back table or something, and then if you guys want to pick one up, this is our number. If you have any questions, give us a call anytime. So that's it. Thanks so much.
Appreciate it.
Can we ask a question now?
Sure. It's a public hearing.
Well, I was wondering, there's a folder that you have full of information. Is that shareable? I mean, is that, do we have to surf through a really complicated website to find all that, or is it like easily accessible?
I mean, I did quite a bit of research, but it's easily found. But I can share it. I can share it with you. I've got a business card too, so you can email me if you want.
That'd be wonderful.
And Steve, anything you have that you want to either email the clerk or myself, we'll provide it at Village Hall if you need it.
Oh, great. Thanks.
Yeah. Send it to Village Hall so that they can put it on their website.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you wish to submit that information for the public record, or are you just sending it to the village? I
I
don't
think-
know what you intended to do with that tonight.
I mean, just read some quotes and give some statistics. I mean, it's a slew of research, so I don't know if I need to give every study and every.
So just send it on and we'll put it up on the website and we'll have it available.
All right, great.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Anybody else? Okay. So like I just had mentioned, I'll need a motion to close the public hearing, and that's all we're going to be doing. We won't be taking any action on that right now.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead, you make the motion.
Motion.
Seconded by?
Second.
Trustee Ramus, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. No additional comments right now to start the meeting off. I'll have several when we get to the report section. Again, welcome everybody.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks for coming down, Steve.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Any local organizations out there? Come on up. Oh, sure.
Sorry, guys. I've always got something.
It's okay. That's why we put you up here.
Thank you so much, everybody. Yeah, I've spoken before about the grant program that we got, and that's called Highlands Together. We decided if you're not sick of it yet, you will be. My goal is to speak to as many people in this community as I possibly can. Our overarching goal is to preserve those things that we love in this community and that make this place special, a special place to live. And in the big picture is we want to make sure we can create a sustainable future where we want to raise our children, and in my case it would be grandchildren. So I am asking the board, please, to fill out these questions that we have on these little postcards. It's very important that we hear from you folks who obviously have invested your time and energy into serving this community. So I'd love to hear. And I'm going to leave some in the back, so please, on your way out, take one. And also, please remember to drop it off. There's a box down in Village Hall to please drop them off. And the same thing with all the staff at Village Hall. Really, really would like to hear from everybody. Now, a follow-up on the event that we had a couple of weeks ago, the kickoff. Thanks, Jen, for helping us get the word out and for being there. We have a follow-up event with our friends from Rubicon and the Red Cross who are going to come and present a workshop on community resilience. So they're going to give us some real tools that we can use to create resilience for ourselves, our businesses, and our community. So I urge everybody to kind of check out that workshop. It's October 18th. It will be at the Senior Center from noon until 2. That's it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, any elected officials? I don't think I- Public comment on agenda items. Okay. So the first item of new business is our warrant number 2505 for fiscal year 25-26. You have that before you, have a breakdown in your packet. And that's the breakdown: general fund, water fund, sewer fund, capital. So I just need a motion and a second. And if there's any discussion, that's fine, but we need a motion and a second to get that there. Motion by trustee Gargiulo, is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by trustee Ramus. Any discussion? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried, thank you. We have a couple of minutes from September 2nd and September 23rd that you have in your packet as well. I had a chance to look through them, they look pretty good. A lot of discussion in both of those meetings. I think everybody was there. So I just need a motion and a second and a vote to approve those minutes as written.
Motion.
Motion by trustee Gargiulo, seconded by trustee Carroll. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried, thank you. Next item is a resolution by Scenic Hudson to administer the agreement for fencing and railing installation at the Highland Falls Village Preserve. Which one? We changed it a little bit.
Oh,
You have that in your packet. We did both, yeah, together.
okay.
So whereas Scenic Hudson owns approximately 31.8 acres of real property located at the Havens Road in the village of Highland Falls, New York, which property is identified as a tax parcel SBL 105-5-6.212. And whereas Scenic Hudson, in conjunction with the village, proposes to create a passive recreation area known as the Highland Falls Preserve on Scenic Hudson property for the public benefit. I'm not going to read all these whereases. Whereas the village wishes Scenic Hudson to administer the construction of the fencing and gates at Scenic Hudson has agreed to administer said construction. Now therefore be it resolved that the Village of Highland Falls hereby authorizes Scenic Hudson to administer the agreement between the village and the contractor awarded the contract to construct the fencing and gates along the property boundary of the preserve. And they did follow our procurement policy. So I need a motion, second, and we do a roll call.
Motion.
Motion by trustee Ramus. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by trustee Gargiulo. Any discussion? I need a roll call.
Trustee Olivia?
Yes.
Trustee Carroll?
Yes.
Trustee Ramus?
Yay.
Trustee Gargiulo?
Yes.
Mayor DeSalvo?
Yes. Resolution, item number 4, setting a public hearing to establish a capital improvement program for the Village of Highland Falls water plant. You also have that in your packet. Hold on a second, let me just find it. Village of Highland Falls resolution setting a public hearing to establish a capital improvement program for the Village of Highland Falls water plant. Legal notice is hereby given that the Board of Trustees has determined that the Village of Highland Falls Municipal Public Water Plant, which provides water to residents within the Village of Highland Falls and the Town of Highlands, would benefit from establishment of a continuously funded capital improvement program that would underwrite regular maintenance and non-bonded capital improvements needed of the water plant. The village intends to fund the program by adding a flat $50 charge to all water bills issued to all Village of Highland Falls and the Town of Highlands residents and businesses who receive water from the village regardless of usage, thus asking all those who benefit from the village water plant to contribute equally to its regular and capital equipment maintenance. The Village of Highland Falls Board of Trustees shall convene a public hearing on the proposed water surcharge on Monday, October 20th, 2025 at 7 p.m. at Village Hall, 303 Main Street, and/or the Senior Center, 15 Drew Ave, Village of Highland Falls, at which time all persons interested therein shall be heard. The Village Board will also accept written comments prior to the date of the public hearing. The village will make every effort to ensure the hearing is accessible to persons with disabilities. Anyone requiring special assistance and/or reasonable accommodation should contact the village clerk.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes.
do you know where it's going to be at Village Hall or the Senior Center?
Right now it'll be here,
Okay,
yeah.
so then the notice will read the Village Hall?
Yep. And that's dated today, October 6, 2025. I need a motion, second, and by all means we can discuss it, but I'm sure there will be a lot of discussion at the next meeting. This is just to set the public hearing. Motion by trustee Gargiulo, is there a second?
Second.
Second by trustee Carroll, any discussion? Roll call.
Trustee Ramus?
Yay.
Trustee Olivia?
Yes.
Trustee Gargiulo?
Yes.
Trustee Carroll?
Yes.
Mayor DeSalvo?
Yes. Thank you. Next is a budget transfer. Whereas at the October 6, 2025 Village Board meeting, the Village Board approved the budget transfer from the general fund to workers' comp. Now therefore be it resolved that the following budget transfer in the amount of $1,977.23 be approved from Chase General Fund 7927 to NCA Comp Workers' Compensation 0658. Motion by
Motion.
trustee Ramus, seconded by trustee Carroll. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. You also have in your packet the firehouse agreement, lease agreement. Maybe for the new members, the lease agreement works is that the village owns the trucks, the fire company owns the building, and so we pay them a rental fee that we pay them yearly, that we have budgeted for, and the amount is lower than we budgeted. Whereas the Village of Highland Falls Board of Trustees leases the property located at 9 Mountain Avenue, Highland Falls, New York, to the Highland Falls Fire Department for its use, and whereas the Board of Trustees intends to continue this lease, now therefore be it resolved that the Board of Trustees hereby authorizes the mayor and/or deputy mayor to execute the fire department lease for a prior of 1 year from the date of the 2025 lease.
Mr. Mayor, according to the lease, the term ends May 31st, 2026, so
Correct.
you should note that.
And
It's
the-
noted in the resolution.
Right, right, so this will come before us again by the end of May 2026. And just for the board, I'm gonna vote for it, but I am a member of the fire department, so I'll probably have trustee Ramus sign it.
Okay.
So I need a motion? Aye.
Motion?
Trustee Olivia,
Second.
seconded by trustee Carroll. Roll call?
Trustee Olivia?
Yes.
Trustee Ramus?
Yes.
Trustee Carroll? Yes. Trustee Gardula?
Yes.
Mayor DeSalvo?
Yes. Resolution passed, thank you. Next and before us is what ended up being the low bidder for the Mearns Avenue paving project. We had bid openings Friday, and we got four bids. One ended up getting thrown out because there was an email exchange between the bidder and the engineer, and it turns out the bidder basically had everything upside down. So the difference was nominal, was less than $10,000 in difference in the cost. It's still within budget for that project, and that project is still slated to get done this year. So I recommend that we move forward with the approved low bidder per the engineer, which will be Ward Paving in the amount of $117. Hold on one second. $117,200. I need a motion, second, we have to vote on it.
Motion.
Motion by trustee Carroll, is there a second?
Second.
By trustee Ramus. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried, thank you. Public comment. Yes, sir.
Just one question, so Gary Locke's live at 48 Row Ave.
Mm.
For number 7, what's the timeline for that?
Probably by the end of this month.
Okay, number 2, how are residents getting notified on Mearns and the west side of 48 Row Ave? Because a lot of us have garages
Right.
that are on Mearns.
So as
how's
soon,
that notification going out?
so as soon as I have the exact dates, we're gonna do a blitz.
Okay, all right, perfect, yeah, so that way people can move the cars and all that stuff.
Absolutely.
And-
Yeah, we'll probably have DPW go through the whole street and just put notice in everybody's door.
Yeah.
We'll send out e-alerts, we'll put it on the website.
Okay.
And I'll probably do 14 videos between now and then.
All right, perfect, thanks.
No problem. Good question. I know how Mr. DeYoung likes to sign on to Facebook and watch my videos, so.
I look forward to it.
I know you do. God bless you.
I'm half drunk though.
No. And from all the contractors agreed that would be a total of 3 days. So it should move pretty quick.
Yeah, the last time when you guys came through to put the curbs in, notification was pretty
Yep.
good. So
So-
we knew when we had to move cars, not to move cars, so that was, we keep along that same communication timeline. That was all.
Same drill.
Yep, perfect.
Anybody else? Okay. Board reports. Trustee Olivia.
We start at the other end.
Will we start the other? Are you drinking something? Okay, we're gonna switch.
Excuse me.
Trustee Carroll.
Well, the daily water flow usage was 560,000, which is, what we've been doing the last 4 weeks. The storage tank was at 30 feet, 30.1 feet, and that's perfect. We've checked with the Bog Meadow, they're at 60%. The problem is we're trying to keep that at 60%. Right now, we're hoping for rain. At 60% puts us right on the edge. It's not time to call a water shortage, but we prefer that you don't wash your cars or water your lawns, you know. Let's see, the Jim's Pond, they opened up the spillway to supply Bog Meadow with a little bit more water. Let's see. The only thing that they've got a couple things coming up in the weeks ahead. They're going to have a control panel for the PLC project. Has been approved 1 to 2 weeks before that starts. The backwash pump has been ordered 16 to 18 weeks before they get that. And flushing hydrants will be this week. So you'll experience brown water and everything, but you know, just run your water a little bit and clear that up. It should be all right.
Thank you. You okay now?
Yes, apologies.
It's all right. Trustee Olivia.
All right, just a few things for tonight. Building department report. We had 28 permit applications received, 28 permits were issued, 0 operating permits issued, 41 certificates of compliance, no certificates of occupancy, 73 building permit inspections, 11 fire safety inspections, 21 violation notices were issued, 24 violations were closed out, 3 municipal searches were completed, 1 zoning variance application, no planning board applications, and 6 FOIL requests. And the building department's been working with sanitation to try to mitigate the bulk overuse of the bulk pickup system. So please call sanitation if you have bulk items that don't fit in your garbage can. That is 845-446-3800. And call ahead and get on the bulk item list if you have things to put out. And please bring your cans back after pickup so they're not out on the street all week long. The chamber will be hosting their monthly roundtable meeting Wednesday, October 15th at 6 p.m. at Southgate Tavern. And they will also be hosting a trunk or treat along with a Halloween parade, and I'll have more details on that at our next meeting. And also the American Legion is hosting an Oktoberfest, and that is October 25th from 12 to 8 at American Legion. And that's all for me.
Trustee Olivia, can I ask about the permits? Is there any way to find out about any open permits to get a list? Because I actually, something came up with a house sale and there was an open permit that somebody didn't know about. Is there any way to get a?
Yeah, I would just go into the building department and ask Phil, or Gabby, and they'll be able to look in the system.
You haven't had a chance to get in there, I was wondering.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Trustee Ramus.
So the sewer treatment plant, monthly flow for September was 656,000 gallons a day with an average, with a rainfall of 1.6 inches. We're definitely down on rain. We need more rain for sure. But with that being said, our water usage is only 560,000 gallons a day. We are treating an extra 100,000 gallons. I know both departments are working on looking for any additional leaks. But if anybody has groundwater that seeps into their basement, even though it's been so dry, I know that happens. I just ask that you please don't put it into your sewer. Let it go outside and let it go into the storm drains. General maintenance down at the plant continues on all of the equipment that was required. The pump station checks have been done, and they have collected their samples on a weekly basis and sent them out to the DEC lab. The RBC blowers are finally up and running. Aventus was part of a process that was frustrating, to say the least. But we did get everything worked out with the electric down there, and that's up and running. I know they had, the elevator is still an issue, but they have came up with a solution for the elevator, which is saving us a substantial amount of money. And hopefully we might not even need that elevator, but we're still discussing that. That's what I have for the sewer plant. I just have a couple quick other things, Mr. Mayor. So there is a organization out there called Heroes and Cowboys. You can go to their heroesandcowboys@gmail.com, and this is for fishing friends, and they have a free blackfish fish trip for veterans, and it's out of Bridgeport, Connecticut on the 24th. You can contact them again at heroesandcowboys@gmail.com to sign up for any veterans out there that would like to go out and have a good time. Blackfishing in the Sound, Long Island Sound. Another thing about fishing, the Orange County DA's office, every year they have a fishing contest for the children. They were here at our fishing derby, and their main thing that they put out there is get hooked on fishing, not on drugs. It's a great thing that the DA's office has been doing for many years now. And the winners have been announced. You can go, the biggest winner was Navane Gente. There's her picture. Pretty cool. Oh, pretty cool. And then the other ones are on here as well. But if you would like to see any other pictures of the numerous ones that were submitted, and it doesn't matter where you catch the fish. Some of the kids were up in Lake Ontario. They were all over New York State. But it's a great thing that the DA does. So he'll be doing it again next year, and look forward to working with him on that. That's what I got, sir.
Perfect. Trustee Gardullo.
I never really go through the list, but I'm going to go through the list just to make point of how great our DPW guys really are. They're working hard. In between two water leaks that we had, one in Fostoria and one in Cousins, that they worked to fix with VRI, and then Blacktop. They do Roe Park bathrooms, they clean them daily. The senior center they clean, and empty garbages over there as needed. Fridays 5 to 7 they clean Main Street, clean parking lots 1 and 2 and Memorial and Lady Cliff Parks. They power washed the pavilion deck in the playground area around Roe Park, which is always an issue over there. They did install those geese deterrent systems at Roe Park, one in the lake and one at the pavilion entrance, one at the pool entrance. Now, I did see somebody posted today, it was like, oh, well, it's not working, they're used to it now. But I think it takes a little time, right? It's not an overnight fix. And I didn't see them at night, so they were running from it at night. They prepared 3 areas of blacktop on Ondiora, Pellwood Lake, and Havens Road. Again, they worked with the VRI for that Fostoria and Cousins leak. They backfilled around fire hydrants installations on Fostoria and Webb Lane with item 4. They dug out 3 water excavations for blacktop and compacted with tamper and blacktop. Installed new inside rear tires on truck number 5, truck number 3, and truck number 5 and truck number 3, and they were serviced at the Hudson Valley Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Senior Center, they painted cement parking stops and parking space lines. They cut the weeds and the grass. They really maintain it well over there. Completely cleaned storage areas across from the DPW garage. They're working very hard to clean up their space down there too, to make it a more workable and efficient area. They completely cleaned storage areas across from the DPW. They installed speed bumps on West Street, Cousins Avenue, and Pellwood Lake. I know people are saying they're too short, and Trustee Olivia and I had the conversation. I said, well, at least when they're driving around them, they're driving a little slower, even if they're not long enough. Memorial Park gazebo, they replaced the wood, painted and added mulch, placed cones out for and garbage cans out for the Fall Foliage Festival. The street sweeper was in operation for 11 days. They cut brush, grass, weeds, watered flowers, plants in Main Street, Memorial Park, and picked up yard waste as time allowed. And they also were able to go over to Prospect and Sweezy and West Street and do some extra cutting. And they're really trying to make the community look a lot better. I don't have really too much else. I wanted to really thank Olga Anderson because this new initiative that she has out there really has you kind of, I actually text her. It's like, Olga, I'm over here at the Garlic Festival, and they have like a, like there are no garbage zones and stuff. So it's actually pretty cool. It makes you aware of your surroundings. And I think people are having more conversations too, which is really nice. The only last thing that I do have is that Community Connections has open swim every Sunday in October, 11 a.m. at the Holiday Inn. So that's any family that's living with neurodiversity, any age, and that's all I have.
Okay, thank you. I've got a few items. First, I'll do the monthly police report. There was a total of 804 calls. Arrest summary was 22, which consisted of 1 felony, 14 misdemeanors, and 7 violations. Summonses issued. Parking meter tickets, 40. Traffic, 51. Total of 91. Village ticket fees were $760. Report fees were $8, for total revenues of $768. Total mileage was just under 3,900. And just to emphasize, I'm going to bring it up again about speed in the village. Please slow down as best as possible, or get a ticket. So those are your kind of choices. You know, I would prefer you to slow down. You'll be getting something like this in the mail when you get your water bill in November. And through the foresight of the Albany politicians and federal EPA mandate that the village is required to inspect your water line in your basement to collect information about potable water service lines for each property located in the village. So the theme behind this was to try to look at who may have lead pipes, right? I guess they were a big thing a long time ago. And of course, they pushed this on to the local municipalities to deal with and bear the cost. So most municipalities have sent either door hangers or they send a little information in and have you just take a picture. You could take a picture and say, hey, that will suffice, just sending a picture, and then we could see what you have. Could be galvanized, could be brass, could be lead. And it'll have an email address, or you can call. We prefer if you can email if you can, but if you can't, you can always call. So that'll be in your water bill in November. Mobile DMV will be here on the 31st of October. It's in a new location. It'll be at the Senior Center, 10 to 12, lunch break at 12, and then 1 to 3:30. And the reason behind the move is that the folks who work in the mobile DMV need restrooms while they're there, and I'm told that they will refuse to use porta-johns, so it's going to be at the Senior Center. Speed bumps, we continue to put speed bumps in. We had an issue with, getting them, and they were on back order. So there's a few more that we finally got in. There'll be a few more going up. And yes, they'll be there till they're not there. So again, please slow down. Speed limit in the village. We talked about this at the work session. I should have something for the board, probably not next meeting, but the meeting after that, to see what steps we have to take to reduce the speed limit in the village. Currently on all village streets, it's 25. So we may look to, depending on what the board would like to do, but maybe go to 20 or 15. Because the thought process is if it's 25, people are doing 30, 35, and if we lower it, hopefully they'll just do 25. So I'll be bringing that up very soon. In addition to all the great things the VRI is doing for the water and sewer department, we also installed 2 fire hydrants that were not working, and they've been replaced. As Trustee Carroll mentioned, the water reservoir is holding around 60%. We're hoping we get some significant rain Tuesday, Wednesday. And for some of the well, you guys are all coughing. You okay? You all sick, or what's going on?
Something's happening.
I didn't cough during your presentation. So, so 60% at the water reservoir. And for the Monday morning quarterbacks online, which I really appreciate, I always appreciate the banter on the social media. But we don't start really doing restrictions until we get much lower, 45%, 35%. Water warning will go into effect at 55%. But in the meantime, we're suggesting, don't water your lawns anymore. Don't wash your cars anymore. Go take a ride and get it washed somewhere else. Go in another community and pay a few dollars to get it done. But I always say if you're watering your lawn, you gotta cut it. So if you can hold off on that, that would be great. And like I said, hopefully we get some rain. And as I mentioned in my video, we are flushing hydrants, but that was more of just making sure we had a higher quality. And we also felt safe that we were holding around 60%. So just keep that in mind as you folks use water at home. I had the opportunity to attend an economics summit, which was in the wonderful city of Middletown. And I heard how great it was there and how much stuff they were able to get done. And most of it sounded like it was done with grant money. And over the last, I want to say, decade, the city of Middletown has benefited from approximately $50 million in grants. And my comment was, while I was there, was, well, I would hope you wouldn't get it wrong if you got $50 million from the state and federal government. So we're starting to see a little bit of that as we get the New York Forward grant moving, which I'm going to mention in a few minutes, and some other grants that I think we lucked out on. I mean, we did luck out on, so that we got. So, and the New York Forward will start very soon. We had a good meeting today. And it does take a long time. I mean, Cornwall's had it, they had it about 2 years before us, and I think they just broke ground in year 3. I shouldn't say break ground, they just did the picture and they stuck a shovel in the ground. As I mentioned at the last meeting, we did give some zone changes to the board, and we'll be talking primarily about zone changes and short-term rentals at our work session on the 20th. We will also set a public hearing at that date, most likely the 17th of November. But that work session will be heavily involved in zone change that I gave to the board, and also short-term rentals. That meeting will primarily be for those 2 items. As I mentioned, the hydrant flushing is this week. FEMA, we continue to have bi-weekly or weekly meetings depending on availability. Everything's been going great with those. We've updated some of the project information because, like I said at the last meeting, there's a whole new team that we have. So the new team is asking some new questions, which is great, and we're able to provide them with more information. And we're expecting approximately $1 million to come in the next 15 to 20 days. So that'll keep those projects moving, which is fantastic. Shout out to the News of the Highlands. Pick the local paper up once in a while. I know you get a lot of your information on Facebook and social media, but there's nothing wrong with the old school way once in a while. And I would probably make a bet that the factual information in the paper is probably a little better than the social media stuff. So a shout out to the News of the Highlands. A little update on Roe Park, which is really the Little League field. The contract over there is moving a lot better along now. The fence is up. The clay infield, or the diamond portion's been laid. The soil has all been put down. They hydro-seeded last week, towards the end of last week. So we're hoping with the rain this week that helps that grow, in addition to the irrigation system that's in that field. As I mentioned, the New York Forward grant, we actually had a meeting today. We talked about the 2 government projects, which is Lady Cliff Park and signage, wayfinding signage they call it. And so that's what our responsibility as the government portion is. And just a comment, because there is a small business fund of approximately $600,000 and one of the awards that we got. And I had asked 2 questions, and one of the questions was, are businesses still going to be able to apply for that money? The answer to that was yes. So once that gets kick-started, we'll reach out to those folks who either submitted in the past or want to submit now, and they can put in and the committee will go through that and go through that process. Because I had a couple business owners come in and ask me about that. And the second thing I asked is that on the projects that were awarded for the particular buildings, if there's money left over, so let's say the project got awarded $300,000, and after they hired contractors and did the work, and they spent $275,000, that $25,000 will go into a pot, and at the end, they will look at the other projects that were in that didn't get picked. So we try to, the comment is that we'll try to spend every single dollar that we get, which I thought was also good. In addition to talking about grants, I don't have the official document yet, but I was speaking to the director of Community Block Development Grant money, and we had put in a grant for the senior center to do a retaining wall, a new ADA ramp, a new ADA entrance, and pave the parking lot. We did get awarded for that, so that was approximately $150,000, and as soon as I have that letter, I'll distribute that to the board. I thought that was very good news. Shout out to the Town of Highlands Volunteer Ambulance Corps for the Fall Foliage Festival. Went off without a hitch. I don't think the attendance was as great as some past years, but I think a lot, sometimes it depends. This time of year, when nice days, people take advantage of it. But there was still a very good number of people there, and I thought it went very, very well. That's all I have for tonight. I wish I had more, because I know you guys love to hear it, but that's all I have for tonight. We do have an executive session tonight, and I will need a motion and a second to go into that for personnel.
Can I ask a question?
No, but sure.
Thank you very much, and first of all, I apologize for coming in so late.
It's quite all right.
With the smaller grants for the businesses, is there, because I forget it, is there a certain cutoff date?
No. We're gonna end up, not the next work session, but probably the following one. The board's gonna decide on how we want to administer it, right? So either I can have someone downstairs administer it, which I think is a bad idea, not because I don't feel that the folks down there can do it. It's just that they're already doing multiple tasks. And so I would say that there is an ability for us to put out an RFP to hire someone, and they give a little percentage from each project to administer it. I think that may be the way to go, and that administrator will help set the timeline to go through that process.
So when we originally went for the 4.5, we actually went to each and every one of the businesses here and helped them put those applications
Yep.
in. So that is a wonderful idea to potentially have these smaller grants, and we didn't do it for a percentage, we actually went on our own, Dee actually went on her own, and administered that paperwork and helped them put in for those grants.
Yeah, it's not so much getting the application done. I don't think that's a huge heavy lift, but it's the actual following through with the costs and how much work did you do, inspection. So it's a lot involved, and we're gonna talk about it as a board, but the fund, the New York Forward Grant Fund, allows you to hire somebody to help administer. So I think that may be the way, yeah, I think it may be the way it go, just so the paperwork's right, and everyone, it's one person kind of making sure everything's done properly.
And they're gonna go to pretty much all of the businesses to see if
Yeah.
they're interested?
I mean, we probably will get something out and work with the chamber to do that.
Okay.
But, I would want them, whoever that person may be, to, put their own touch on it too. And there's also a process to follow as well, so,
Correct.
yeah.
Correct. And one more thing, if I don't mean to.
Sure.
We are in the process of putting the paperwork in, but we're doing the parade, Halloween parade.
Trustee Olivia mentioned that.
You already
I got
mentioned it?
you.
You got me already?
I did.
If it's okay, I can get the insurance for you guys tomorrow or the day after.
Yeah, we have time, we'll do it on the 20th.
Okay,
Okay.
I just wanted to
Yeah.
make sure that was in.
No, it's fine.
And I wasn't here, but I heard that the car show went pretty well. We had multiple people from different states come in. And went into multiple businesses on Main Street. So it went pretty well.
Good.
Which I'm very happy to hear.
Good,
Thank you.
okay.
Sorry.
Oof.
I'm sorry.
You see what happens? You see what happens? You see what happens?
No, actually, you mentioned, with the New York Forward, you said we have been meeting, we've been doing this, and who's the we? Is there a committee that is going to be working on this New York Forward grant like they did before?
No, the committee was formed to pick the projects. So now the meeting is usually with me or a trustee. Today it happened to be Trustee Olivia, we were on the call. Usually it's the clerk or a member of the staff downstairs. It's really them kind of telling us how how the program is.
It's not like I dream up, you know, the rules and regs on how to spend the money.
I'm curious
Yeah.
because there used to be a committee and I wondered if there was.
The
gonna be
committee
a
gets
committee.
reactivated when the money, they have to choose which projects. It's not gonna be me, it's not gonna be a member of the board.
So there will be a committee.
Correct.
There's a third party that
Correct.
actually goes through all that
All
to
right,
make
good.
sure.
Correct.
And will the public be able to sit in like we did before?
I would imagine so, yes.
That's important. Thank you.
Public input at the New York Board meeting was actually something that was very pronounced that was going to be a part of the process.
Yeah.
So.
It's public money, so. Okay? Oof.
I started, I'm sorry.
Yeah, and I'm not, that's it. You know, this is what happens now. And now he's doing it to break my chops. You see how this works?
No chopping.
All right, I need a motion and a second to go to,
Thank you for not doing the fluoride yet.
I need a motion and a second to go into executive
Motion
session.
to go into executive session.
Seconded by trustee Gargiulo. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you. You all have a great night.
Thank you, you too.